This message found its way to you for a reason. This message came to you just when you needed it, because there's a higher purpose behind it. This message is definitely not meant for everyone. If you're not among those chosen by God, it might be hard to grasp. That's totally okay. But if that's you, then pay attention, because what I'm about to share could really shift how you view yourself, your strengths, and your purpose. It's time to stop being quiet. Pay attention, because this is where the exciting part starts. The blue power I'm talking about isn't just a fantasy or an illusion. It's this amazing frequency of truth, protection, and authority that comes straight from the heavens and touches your spirit. Blue power isn't just about the color. It's like a vibe, a living energy that shows how everything is meant to be in harmony. God wraps his messengers in blue, which represents clarity, strength, and peace. It's the same vibe that Archangel Michael brings, the warrior of light, standing strong with his blazing sword of justice. That's the energy you have inside you. When you step into your blue power, you don't just react, you take charge. It's all about attracting rather than chasing. This energy doesn't scream, it just shines through. It distinguishes what's true from what's not, and brings light to the shadows. That's why folks can pick up on something about you even before you say a word. You've always stood out, not because you wanted to, but simply because that's how you were made. Blue power is that quiet confidence that can hush any storm. It's the calm that sends shivers down the spines of foes. It's the kind of authority that communicates without saying a thing. When folks cross your path, when they push your buttons, or try to drag you into their drama, you really don't have to defend yourself in person. Your energy, rooted in divine truth, protects you in the spirit. Isn't that just the power of blue? It doesn't really put up a fight. It brings everything back into order. You might not have noticed, but you've actually been walking in it already. Remember all those moments when chaos was lurking around, but you managed to find your peace instead? There were moments when you could have totally lost it, but you managed to stay calm. That was no coincidence. That was your blue power at work. God's presence in you has been guiding you all this time, getting you ready for this season. Every quiet struggle, every time you pick peace over revenge, you're tapping into that divine energy. Blue power isn't a sign of weakness. It signifies wisdom. It's all about picking stillness instead of just reacting and responding at the right moment, rather than jumping in with a quick impulse. You've gone through some tough times, and now you can really get things done with accuracy. That's why your silence has left so many puzzled. They were expecting noise, but you bring a strong presence instead. They tried to get a rise out of you, but instead, you just became untouchable. Once you start to see your blue power, it becomes clearer why some people just can't stick around in your life. They just didn't vibe with that frequency. The energy of blue power resonates with truth. Truth really shines a light on what's not true. It puts liars on edge and uncovers their true intentions. That's why some people you used to trust revealed their true selves. Your energy made their masks slip away. Try not to hold on to any bitterness about it. It's like a heavenly filter. Chosen one. Your blue power acts like both a shield and a sword. It keeps things safe and makes them right. It delivers justice, but not quite how people usually see it. It doesn't break down. It brings everything back into harmony. It doesn't go after revenge. It shows what's real. If someone throws darkness your way, it just bounces right back at them. It's not that you curse them, it's just that your light won't settle for anything less than the divine. So, here's something that a lot of people might not be aware of. In the spirit realm, the color blue stands for divine communication. It helps you tune into your spiritual side and deepens your bond with the divine. That's why when you pray or meditate, you might notice those calming waves or even see blue lights behind your eyes. Your spirit is really connecting with God's vibe, and that's a good sign. When you really connect with the truth, your blue power just gets stronger. This energy also influences your throat chakra, which is all about communication and expressing your truth. I know a lot of you have had a tough time speaking your truth, or feeling like you're not being understood. That definitely wasn't just a coincidence. Your voice has been under attack by the enemy because your words hold light codes that can awaken others. But now it seems like God is saying it's time to chat. Not in an emotional way, but with perfect accuracy. When you share the truth that aligns with heaven, your words cut through deception like a flash of lightning in the dark. Got it? Let's make sure we're on the same page. Your blue power isn't about pride, ego, or control. It moves along with faith, obedience, and peace. The more you lean into the process, the more authority you build. That's why things have been pretty intense in battles lately. Your spirit is really leveling up. Each time you ace a test, your energy gets clearer, your judgment gets keener, and your presence becomes more powerful. Have you ever felt like people are staring at you, almost like they're drawn to you, or maybe even a bit intimidated, and you can't quite figure out why? You're not imagining things. Your aura is definitely expanding. When your blue power kicks in, your energy field lights up and starts communicating even before you say a word. You can just walk into a room, and suddenly, the vibe starts to change without anyone saying a thing. That's about having spiritual authority, not being arrogant. Heaven sees it, and darkness is afraid of it. You've got this special code that you were born with. You didn't really earn that, did you? It was there inside you from the moment you were born. It's what helps you feel danger before it even shows up. Look past the lies, even when there's no proof, and stay cool while everyone else is losing their heads. Your divine programming is doing its thing just right. But now, it seems like God is saying it's time to really get things going. Not just sometimes or here and there, but all the time. Living in your blue power is all about staying in tune with divine truth, no matter what. It's all about protecting your thoughts, what you say, and the energy you put out there. Only say things that promote peace. Just focus on what resonates with the truth. Go only where you feel led. As you get more disciplined, your light just keeps shining brighter and brighter. All right, let's get this straight. Blue power isn't about having control over others. It's all about getting to know yourself better. It's really not about getting noticed. It's all about being sent. Every chosen one serves as a vessel. Now's the time for you to share some divine clarity in a world that feels a bit lost. We really don't need any more noise in the world. It could really use your calm touch. There's no need for more anger. It really needs your peace. There's no need for more fear. It requires your approval. And just keep in mind, your strength isn't about showing off who you are. It's all about understanding who sent you. You have the sign of something truly special. When you step into that awareness, you'll notice the atmosphere around you starts to change. People evolve, energy shifts, and chances come together. Your blue power really packs a punch. Calm, steady, authoritative. So, now that you get what it is, the next question is, why now? Have you ever thought about why God might be calling you to use it right now? Those who went up against you, well, they kind of asked for it. They sparked a heavenly reaction, and now it seems like you've been picked to share it. So, in the next part, I'll share what that really means, the chosen one. So, you've been thinking about why a lot of people seem to have turned against you all of a sudden. Have you ever wondered why you ended up facing betrayals, jealousy, gossip, and attacks from people you once lent a hand to? I've got something to share with you. They wanted it. Not quite how you might imagine, but more in a spiritual way. When someone goes after a chosen one, when they make fun of your light or talk bad about you, it's not just you they're targeting. They're actually going against the divine order that's got your back. And when they do that, you can bet heaven is paying attention. They keep track of every word, every action, and every intention in the spirit realm. So, here's the thing. The universe runs on this divine law. The balance of the universe is just right, and energy never goes to waste. What goes out has to come back. When folks throw lies, curses, and envy your way, what they often miss is that they're really just preparing themselves for a lesson of their own. They were busy digging a pit, completely unaware that they'd end up falling into it themselves. They really brought it on themselves when they tried to bring you down, thinking they could stop what God has already set in motion. They really brought it on themselves when they decided to go against divine will with their human ego. You're not meant to battle in the physical sense. The ones who are meant to lead don't go after every fight. They draw in divine justice. Your enemies brought this energy upon themselves by crossing spiritual boundaries. They stirred up the very protection they thought wasn't real. You really didn't have to curse them. Your calm made it happen. You really didn't need to put them on blast like that. Your truth did it because your energy is in sync with the divine, and the divine doesn't allow its vessels to be disrespected without some sort of consequence. The spiritual law is pretty straightforward. Don't mess with my chosen ones, and leave my messengers alone. A lot of people heard those words but didn't really take them to heart. But now it's time to show what we've got. You're entering a time when all the secrets will come to light. And you know what? Those who treated you poorly are going to see what comes from their actions. It's not just about what you wanted. It's about how God's justice unfolds in its own perfect timing. Let me dive a bit deeper into this. Sometimes, darkness isn't really about being evil. It usually shows a warm smile, a gentle voice, a recognizable guise. That's why you had to experience betrayal, so your spirit could see beyond just what meets the eye. God brought certain people into your life not to harm you, but to show you who they really are. They were looking for exposure when they tried to take advantage of your kindness. They wanted a correction when they messed with your loyalty. Chosen one. Just so you know, your silence has never been a sign of weakness. It was all about having that spiritual patience. It felt like heaven was keeping an eye on things. Whenever you choose to stay quiet instead of snapping back, you allow God the space to do his thing. Whenever you prayed, rather than responding with anger, you turned things around to work in your favor. It might have seemed like you were powerless during those times, but really, that was when you were at your strongest. You were choosing to walk in obedience rather than letting your emotions take over. They believed they were getting one over on you, but in reality, they were just putting their own karma to the test. They thought they were making fun of you, but really, they were making fun of the divine source that brought you here. That's why a lot of them are dealing with confusion, loss, and regret right now. They're putting into practice the lesson they created for themselves. This isn't about punishment, it's really about making things right. God doesn't destroy things, he just brings them back into balance. Every action needs to be in sync. So, at this moment, things are coming together. You know, blue power doesn't have to shout, intimidate, or show off to make its point. Heaven is setting you up just right. It's making you stronger. It's saying, go, I'm right there with you. The pain had a purpose. It gets you ready for what's next. There's no need to worry about the attacks anymore. They just show that you're heading in the right direction. Turn that pain into your motivation. Think of silence as a form of prayer. Walk with confidence, because those who hold the blue power have a sacred mission that can't wait any longer. You might not recognize the name, but you're definitely experiencing the signs already. The blue power shows up even before you really get it. It all starts with being sensitive. You see things that others just overlook. You sense what others don't express. You sense your surroundings like your body has this antenna tuned into the unseen vibes around you. You walk into a place and instantly get a vibe about whether it's worth sticking around or if it's time to head out. Even when everything seems fine on the surface, there's a little voice inside you saying, something feels off here. You can really sense it in your body, a pain, a bit of restlessness, and then out of nowhere, this sudden tiredness hits you. This isn't just random, you know. It's all about the spirit. Your field is responding to its surroundings. This gift helps you see people in a different light. You can tell who's genuine and who's just putting on a show. It's like you can spot the hurt that's tucked away behind a grin. There are times when you really want to just brush it off, but it just won't let you. Your soul observes, and your presence senses. Even if you don't say a word, it really hits you hard. It's interesting how you draw people in without even realizing it. It's interesting how people who have never met you can feel comfortable sharing their thoughts with you. People share their secrets, reach out for help, and lean on you when they need to cry. So, you're all ears. You're welcome. You really have a knack for guiding, even when it's unclear where all that clarity is coming from. The blue power flows, connecting with others through your listening and compassion. Have you ever felt like you just don't quite belong in some places? Even though it looks like everyone is having a great time, you can't shake off that uneasy feeling. It's not about being arrogant, it's all about identity. Your spirit has already figured out that the place isn't good for you. It seems like the harder you try to fit in, the louder your soul starts to protest. It feels like something whispered, "This isn't what you were meant for." The blue power really gives off a vibe of quiet spiritual growth. You've definitely found yourself in situations where you might look the youngest, but you had the smartest things to say. Older folks are looking for your thoughts. Friends are there for you when things go sideways. People really sense that just having you around gives them a sense of direction, even if you don't see yourself as a leader. This power shows up in those quiet prayers that really make a difference. Sometimes, you just have to believe in something, and it actually comes true. It's definitely not just a coincidence. It's all about connection. It's all about alignment. God is already responding even before you say a word because your vibe is in sync with heaven. So, that means you're a channel. Another sign is the calm you give off. Even when everything feels chaotic, you keep your eyes steady, speak calmly, and bring an energy that really soothes everyone around. This isn't really about controlling your emotions. It's really something special. It's like pure bliss when you connect with the environment around you. You don't show up to take charge. You're here to get things in sync. Well, you know, not everyone is going to be a fan of it since the blue power really shows everything. Your presence uncovers truths that a lot of people would rather keep under wraps. It's best to distance yourself from toxic people. Some people might try to bring you down, but they just can't because what you have is something truly special. The one who's been there for you so far will keep guiding you along the way. If you can relate to any of this, just know you shouldn't doubt yourself anymore. You've got the blue power with you. It's not just a fantasy. It's not an exaggeration. It's a spiritual reality. Now that you've noticed it, it's time to take care of this gift. It's not just about protecting yourself, it's about allowing it to grow. Wherever you find yourself, I hope God guides you to be a source of light, healing, and truth. Have you ever wondered why the blue power makes you feel so isolated? Getting picked isn't always a walk in the park. Those who carry the blue power often find that the journey can be a bit lonely. It's not that you want to be alone. It's just that you don't vibe with the surface level stuff anymore. When you try to connect with people who just don't vibe with you, it can start to feel really burdensome. Ever since you were young, you sensed that you were a bit different. You were really thinking deeply and feeling things more strongly. While your friends were all about having fun, you were deep in thought about meaning, pain, and truth. You can't just laugh at everything or brush aside what's not right. This isn't sadness. It's all about being aware. It's like the soul has woken up a bit too early. You made an effort to blend in. You gave it your best shot to keep things the same, but there was always this lingering emptiness. It didn't matter how hard you tried, there was just something that didn't quite add up. It wasn't about being arrogant. It was all about being sensitive. Your spirit was telling you, this isn't where you belong, but nobody really got it. So, when you tried to explain, they just labeled you as strange, dramatic, or exaggerated. As time went on, you started to become quiet. You start to hold on to your feelings and keep your observations to yourself, understanding that not everyone is prepared to listen. And that brought on a deep silence within you, a feeling of emptiness that didn't always mean sadness. It was craving a more meaningful connection. Even when it's quiet, your energy still shines through. It seems like folks just keep coming your way. They sense something in you, even if they can't quite put it into words. Your presence felt like it was saying, you're safe here. They start to open up, connect with you, and follow along. And here you are again, giving without expecting anything in return. You lend a hand without asking for anything in return. You give love freely without looking for anything back. This spiritual isolation is just a part of the journey. It's not about punishment. It's all about getting ready. God sets you apart to heal, quiets you to align, and keeps you hidden to strengthen. Being exposed all the time would let the world try to take away your essence, and that blue power only flows in those who stay whole. So, just let go of the struggle with this silence. Think of it as rich ground to grow from. The right words come to life in it. That's where God comes to meet you. That's where you find your strength. When the moment arrives, He'll guide you on who you should connect with. Relationships that uplift and create aligned partnerships. This kind of isolation really helps to clear your vision. You start to notice things you used to overlook. The masks come off. It's all starting to make sense now. You start to see who was really there just for their own reasons. Even though it hurts, this actually sets you free because it brings you closer to those who are real. Even if there aren't many, they'll definitely be the right ones. Embracing this phase means embracing your spiritual identity. Crowds just aren't your thing. You were shaped for something profound. Heaven will take your silence and turn it into a bridge. Your presence will be the answer, and your sensitivity will act like a radar. The isolation that used to bring you pain is now going to be the space where God works on you, turning you into a source of healing for others. At some point, you just get it. There's no need to shout to get your point across. Your presence begins to say a lot about you. In some situations, people can pick up on your presence even before you say a word. Some people find a sense of peace. Some people feel uneasy. Sometimes they just don't get why. It's really straightforward. You bring light with you. The blue power doesn't require any spotlights. It works quietly. It works in the steadiness of your gaze, in the calm with which you navigate chaos, and in how your presence can soothe even the most restless hearts. This isn't really an effort. That's totally normal. It's the spirit that's moving within you. When things get a bit muddled, you show up and everything just clicks into place. Sometimes you just want to disappear for a bit, to feel a little less, to take a break from everything around you, but it just doesn't happen. You've got a knack for noticing when things are off balance. What's really amazing is that your energy starts to fix what's out of whack, not through force, but through spiritual vibration. Heaven is working through you. The blue power really makes you stand out. It puts some space between you and those places and people who just can't handle the truth. It's not about blaming others. It's just that by being there, you uncover what's been kept in the shadows. People who focus on looks often feel uneasy around those who embody true depth. I bet you've felt this before. Some folks just seem to steer clear of you without any clear reason. But then there are those who come closer without really knowing why. Being around you makes them feel secure. It feels like confidence and peace are right there, just waiting to settle in beside you. Your soul creates a space where the Holy Spirit can truly move and be free to act. Even those who don't believe can sense something unique. This is the blue power in action. It's not your job to fix everyone. Your presence alone starts something special. Sometimes healing isn't about what we say. It's more about the way we look at each other, how we listen closely, and the comfort of just being quiet together. And you know, this is something that the world just doesn't get. The power to transform without needing to impose yourself. This is how the selected ones roll. There are moments when it feels like heaven knows exactly who you are, and you find yourself feeling a bit weak in the quiet, as if everything around you is just too much to bear. But even on those days, there's still something within you that stays strong. It might not be about physical strength. It might not be excitement. But you know, it's all about faith. This faith is kept alive by something you might not even fully get. This is the blue power in action. Chosen one. You really shouldn't fight what's slipping away. The change requires letting go. It's time to leave behind the old vibes as we step into this new season. You've got to let go of those old mindsets, habits, and relationships if you want to kick off your next adventure. Your vibe is getting a boost, and only those who are in tune with the truth will stick around. Just let it go and find some peace. Anything that's meant for you right now will come to you effortlessly. If it doesn't work out, it'll just fade away. This change is bringing out some new talents in you. Your understanding will grow stronger. Your dreams are going to turn into messages. Your voice is going to start bringing healing, authority, and prophecy. You'll begin to see divine timing in action, running into people just when you need to, getting guidance in unexpected yet perfect ways, and spotting confirmation numbers like 11, 22, 33, and 77 all around you. It's like the universe is telling you, just keep pushing forward. You're totally in sync. Your ability to manifest will definitely grow during this shift. But listen to me closely. Your ideas and what you say are going to matter more than they ever have before. So, here's the deal. Discipline is super important. When you talk, the universe is all ears. When you think, energy flows. Just keep being aware. Let's steer clear of fear, doubt, and revenge in our conversations. Share light, peace, and confidence. You're stepping into your role as a creator, perfectly in tune with the divine will. And creation reacts to your vibe. It's interesting how resistance can pop up right when things are starting to look good, isn't it? That's not a sign that you've failed. It's really a test of faith, isn't it? Every time you rise up, there's bound to be some pushback. I'm not trying to hold you back, just aiming to help you sharpen your judgment. Just keep in mind, as you climb higher, things tend to get a bit quieter along the way. Not everyone will get your sense of peace, and that's totally fine. You're not here to be understood. It's your time to step up and show the way. This change is going to bring some restoration too. What was taken, peace, confidence, joy, those opportunities will come back, but they might not look quite the same. It'll come back refined. The new blessings are going to align with your current vibe, not the one from before. So, we're talking about something that's bigger, better, and purer. It looks like some of you might be in for some surprising changes. You could find yourself experiencing breakthroughs, new financial opportunities, healed relationships, unexpected moves, or even some amazing partnerships coming your way. When these things show up, just trust them. You asked for this. You did this fasting for a reason. You went through all of this for a reason. It's all coming together now. You'll also sense a pull to step up and serve in a bigger way. God didn't give you strength just to get by. He gave you the strength to help guide others. You'll feel inspired to share your insights, speak honestly, or create something that lifts people up. Your purpose is growing. You're not just getting light anymore, you're passing it around. It's really about being able to shine your light so that others can find their path. That's what true spiritual maturity looks like. With this change, there's definitely a responsibility that comes along with it. You've really got to protect your energy more than ever. Your peace is a valuable treasure. So, let's not spend our time on arguments, fear-driven talks, or places that just suck the energy out of us. Keep your focus sharp. Blue power really shines when it's pure. A clear spirit leads to powerful manifestations. You may start to see some shifts in your sleep patterns, with your body really wanting rest, quiet, or a bit of nature. Give it a listen. You're bringing in those higher frequencies. Make sure to drink more water. Hang out by some trees or by the water. Take some time to jot down your dreams. Doing these little things can help keep your energy steady while your spirit grows. Be kind and keep this chosen one in mind. People who used to make fun of you are going to see how much you've changed, and it's not about being boastful. It's just the real you, shining through. They'll realize that what they believed was your ending was really just the beginning of your activation. This is a divine reversal happening right now. God is proving to everyone that His chosen ones are unstoppable. They just keep evolving. This change also signals the conclusion of cycles. The lessons that used to go on and on are now coming to an end. Looks like you've picked up everything you needed to know. You can move on from the same pain, the same people, and the same doubts without looking back. Looks like luck is on your side now. From this point forward, things start to change and flow in a new way. With each tent, you'll find it easier to move, clearer in your thoughts, and more confident in your actions. Don't get me wrong, life isn't going to be perfect, you know. Challenges are bound to pop up, but you'll tackle them with style. Instead of panicking, you'll take a moment to pause. Where you used to have doubts, you'll now see things clearly. That's a real change, isn't it? You're not the one who's hurting anymore. You're the one with all the wisdom. The test that challenged you before is now going to show just how much you've learned. This season, your story is going to be used in a special way. The pain that used to hold you back can now be the key to someone else's liberation. You'll express yourself through speaking, writing, or creating from a space of healing. And others will wake up thanks to your light. That's how heaven boosts power. It transforms pain into something meaningful. So, there's no need to worry about the change, my friend. Welcome. Glad to have you here. You were never meant to stay the same. As you grow, you have to let go of certain things, and with each letting go, you uncover a stronger version of yourself. It seems like the universe is totally syncing up with your new vibe right now. Keep an open mind, keep the faith, keep your feet on the ground. If you're feeling that shift in your spirit and sensing the vibe of change around you, go ahead and drop amen in the comments. That number represents divine alignment, spiritual growth, and a sign from above that you're moving into your best path. Say it with confidence. It's my time right now. All that pain you went through, it was getting you ready for this moment. That moment when it all starts to click into place. The confusion, the losses, and the delays. They were all just part of the journey to help shape your soul. You're stepping into a time where your purpose aligns with your strength, where peace guides your way, and where miracles seem to happen effortlessly. You're feeling the change, and you're all set for it. All the challenges you've faced have brought you to this amazing moment. Heaven sure has a lot of pride. The ancestors are celebrating. May the angels be right there beside you. You're not just picked, you're on the rise, ready to take on anything that comes your way. All right, let's pull it all together now. As we wrap up this message, I want to take a moment to remind you of your true self and the mission that lies ahead for you. The final words will wrap this energy around your life. To wrap things up, you've really made some impressive strides. You've taken the time to listen, think things over, and now you can feel that spark in your spirit coming back to life. You get what your blue power really is now. Let's chat about how heaven's justice operates and what it really means to walk as light in a world that doesn't always get it. This message found you for a reason. It showed up because your moment is here. From now on, step forward with confidence and calmness. No need to show anyone who you really are. Your vibe is already saying a lot. Make sure that every step you take is intentional, based on your faith, and grounded in what's true. Your presence really changes the vibe in a room, doesn't it? Your silence really shakes things up in the dark, while your light brings everything back to where it should be. That's your blue power at work. Just a reminder that you don't have to take on every single battle. You're here to bring peace just by being yourself. Keep yourself in tune with the truth. Keep your cool when things get tough, and let your inner peace shine brighter than any struggles you're facing. Those who used to doubt you are going to see you soar, and the ones who stuck by you will stand right there with you. Now I'd like you to hold this message close to your heart. If your heart feels it, if your soul is whispering, "Yes, this is meant for me," before you head out, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit that bell icon, and share this message with someone special who could use a little boost in their blue power. You're part of an incredible force that's quietly growing in power and brightness. Catch you later, and take care out there. Just be honest and let your inner strength lead the way in everything you do. You've been picked. You're all set. Just keep in mind that you don't have to take on every single battle. You're here to bring about peace just by being yourself. Keep yourself in tune with what's real. Keep your cool when things get tough, and let your inner peace shine brighter than any struggles you face. Those who used to doubt you are going to see you shine, and the ones who stuck by you will stand right there with you. All right, I'd like you to hold on to this message deep within you. If your heart is feeling it, if your soul is whispering, yes, this is meant for me, you're part of an amazing force that's quietly growing in power and brightness. Until next time, take it easy, be honest in your words, and let your blue power lead the way in everything you do. You've been picked. You've got it all taken care of. You've got this. Nothing can hold you back.